Gentlemen, welcome to Terwillegar Rinky. Tonight's matchup, we have Southside Athletic Club Pro Hockey Life against Maple Leaf Athletic Club Scafom-rux. Teams, just get the warm-up going. Just like about 40 seconds left on the warm-up clock, and then we'll get going. Okay. Oh, that sounds way better. Nice. Let's see if this is going to work tonight. We're trying a new mixer program for the audio between Nathan and I. Let's see how that goes. Just wait for He's a hockey dad. I had to take the other one to practice, but I know he's going to be here shortly. Let's break it down. Scafom-rux to crack Pro Hockey Life this year. 0-2 in previous meetings. Last one coming on, I think, November 1st. With a 9-4 win for Southside. Since then, Southside has lost the next 2 games, so they are 1-5 in their last 5. And the Maple Leafs, Scafom-rux, still searching for that first win on the season. Working the camera tonight, Mr. Peter Anders. Big thank you to him for taking care of that. I wonder if I went scratching right now. Where is that program? Okay. Well, we'll try again. Seems to cut out every so often. But hey, players are ready to go. Doesn't matter as much if we good to see you here tonight, folks. Puck's dropped. Goes into the MLAC zone. That was way behind. Puck chopped into the outside zone, picked up by number 2, McLean. McLean takes that to the outside. Shoemaker steals it back for the Leafs. Cole takes that. He's going to put it around the boards and down low. Rahal picks that up. No, that is Canal picking it up in the near corner. Southside recovers. Lung carries that up, takes some speed into the Leafs zone. Bumped off the puck by Holowachuk. He feeds that to the far side. Cole picks it up. Cole up to Shoemaker. Shoemaker, lead pass. Coming back for it is Canal. He's going to backhand that into the south side zone. South side, start behind their own net. Here they come up the near side, pass to the far side. Knocked down by the Leafs, who take it into their own zone. Now they're coming out far side. Smith. Dangles can get all the way. Turnover coming in the right side. Number 14 for Southside, quickly tracked down. Southside gets the puck back. Doherty shot from the point, had to knock down before it gets there. Taking it away is Baldwin. Right to the backside of his half. Follows it up though and puts it deep into the zone. We might be doing this all night, folks. Puck comes back to the blue line. Southside initially keeps it in. Leafs follow that up, rolling. So it puts that down the ice, and we'll have our first stop of the game with 18:11 left in the first period after that icing call. Face-off will be far side in the Leafs zone. Scafom-rux sending out Baldwin to take the Bent to take the face-off. Leafs winner. Goudreau puts it behind the net, put it to the far side. Southside pinches in, keeps it in the corner. Now it comes loose. Atkinson knocks that below the net, picked up by Pearson. Pearson cycles up the near side, caught by the Leafs. Wrestler throws that out to the neutral zone. Turned up the ice and thrown back into the Leafs zone by number 8, Verhessen. Leafs Goudreau with the centering pass. That's going to be picked off by Henderson. He's going to walk to the right side. Got some space. There's a high shot. It's deflected out of play. Saved there by Livy. And we'll have the face-off far side in the Leafs zone. Players ready to go. No, sir. Puck's dropped. Goes to the far side. Oh, we don't have any music tonight. That's what's missing from here. The ladies at practice were right about that. Holowachuk tips that into the south side zone. South side picks it right away. Throws it back into the Leafs zone. Cole comes back to play. Cole going to the far side. He's going to throw that off the glass. Gets that out to center. Picked up by number 2 of Southside. He quickly moves it over to the near side. And Luke Solmgren puts that down and into the Leaf zone. Rolls around the boards. Tipped back behind the net to the near side. Wild. Take it into the boards by Smith. Back to help. Jafaris comes back to the line. Almgren is going to rip a shot. That's tipped. Livy is able to reach over and find it as it's tipped over and rolls around to the crease to his left side. Play stops. 16:47 left in the first period. Right there. Livy picks that one up right in front of his net. Stops play with a 16:33 left in the first period. Well, Nathan, can we hear you on the microphone? Can't hear me. Okay, we'll play with it at the intermission.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We'll
Well,
start
that's all
with
that
that.
matters, Curtis.
Yeah. And hopefully the folks at home can hear you too. We'll find out later as well. Puck in the Leafs zone, won by the Leafs, south side. And Rahal is going to tip that down the ice. Picks it up behind the south side net, looking for the trailer. That's knocked down. In the slide again. Baldwin's going to rip a shot. That is blocked out in front. Good blocks there by south side in their own zone. Puck put off the near boards. Doherty sweeps that to the far side. Smith pinches in, puts that down low. Rolls right on to Doherty for south side. Tipped up the ice. Number 20 couldn't receive it cleanly. Taken away by Roland. Roland spins around in his own zone. He's going to come across center. Head up the ice with it. Taking the left side into the south side zone. Puck comes off his stick and chipped down low. Outlet pass to number 6 to the far side. That is out to center. Anderson's going to pick that up and throw that into the Leafs zone. Roland throws that up the ice. Look for Rahal. Rahal chips it up, and he has some space coming up the left side. There's a hard shot. Glove save by Hoitstra. And we're going to get a stop with 15:24 left in the first period.
Well, I just arrived, Curtis, but I like the energy that I see here. Leafs have come out strong, it appears, and put some good shifts together.
It's good you showed up, because I think that's their first shot on goal.
Oh, well.
Turn it around for Nathan. Face off far side in the south side zone. Leafs win it. Puck held in at the line by Weiss. It's fired into traffic. That ends up in Hoitstra's glove. And we'll reset 15-17 left in the first period.
Well, good job there to see Cano and Wrestler right to the net looking for that rebound.
Absolutely get some traffic in front. We saw that at practice. Practice mostly was about the defensive zone, so we'll see how that game looks tonight. Puck comes over the near side. South side picks it up. That's chopped down in the zone by Cano. And then south side throws that puck down into the Leaf zone. Oh, that was a pounding hit on Weiss by the south side player. And we're going to send one into the box for south side, I would imagine.
Just took a hit to the head, Curtis, so nothing else coming from that. Like Weiss is slow to get up there. Looks like he's a little shaken up, but your Leafs will be going on the power play.
Sounds good. So they're 4 for 51 on the power play so far. Let's see here. On the penalty kill, south side is 5 for 26. South side with the strong penalty kill. Let's see if the Leafs can crack it tonight. Face off near side. Oh, they gave him a 4-minute penalty. So it's a double minor. Leafs on the extended power play, setting up their own zone. Cole gets that up to Canal. Canal dances through center, comes up and into the south side zone. Couldn't chip it down the slide. It's going to go to the far side. Cole with it again. Switch was being made by Shields. He wanted to move down. Canal moves up to the right point. Had their signals crossed. South side gets a chance to clear it. Leafs get it back in the zone. Leafs looking a little lost on their power play. They're keeping it in the zone, but the passes aren't crisp at the moment. Southside wins that board battle, sends the puck down the ice. 14 minutes to go in the first period. Canal in his own zone, setting up behind his net. Waiting for the play to develop. Goes to the left side to Cole, comes near side to Baldwin. He couldn't keep possession. Southside puts the puck back into the Leaf zone. 2:50 left with the man advantage. Pass thrown right out to center. Doherty dumps that right back in. Number 18 pinches in. Has possession of the puck. Spinning around. Dumped into the corner. Levy is going to set that up for Asif. Asif's going to take that up the far side. Now he's coming in with speed off the boards. Tipped in by Wrestler. Left for Asif.
Give it to him.
There's a high shot off the pads, comes over the near side. Gujero with it. Puts that down to the right side. Rahal throws that in front. Cleared away. Here's a chance for Rahal. Rahal goes. Oh, and a save by Hoytstra. Puck still available. Rahal was trying to keep it low. Slide around the pads of the goaltender. Goaltender Hoytstra moved over. It's outside. Comes back to the point and knocks the puck down the ice clear in the zone. Gujero with it. Behind the Leafs net. Near side to Saf. Saf off the boards. Gets it up to Rahal. Rahal gets in the zone. Over to Wrestler. Puck chipped off his stick. And cleared down the ice again. Saf. It's going to wheel it to the far side. Hanging on to it. Makes the inside move around Easton Bowden. Coming in. Asaf still coming on. There's a low shot. Hoytstra with the glove save. Asaf had the rebound for a moment. Now it's over to the near side. Given over to Canal. Canal trying to pull that off the boards. He's pressured. Pull at the point now. Left side. There's a shot by Baldwin. Leafs tried to put that back to the point. That is ending up back in the Leafs zone. 55 seconds left in the power play as the Leafs rev it up on the far side. Coming in the zone. Cole. Cole spins around. Waiting for the trailer. Baldwin has that fall off his stick. 40 seconds left in the power play. First man down the ice. Touch much. Sorry, 16. Yeah, touch much. Puck comes up center. Lost at center. South side. Brings that into the Leaf zone. Here's Touch Much with it. Thrown out in front. That is through the crease over to the near side. 15 seconds left in the power play. Smith brings it up the ice. And yeah, makes it in the south side zone, but they promptly put it back the other way. Black with it. Centering pass, hits a stick into the south side zone and dumped down the ice. Livy with it. He's going to take that, throw that up the middle. Icing waved off. Leafs unsuccessful on their first power play of the night. On the far side, Fayad keeps the puck in the zone. South side retains possession, comes over to the near side. Held in by Roland, sent down low. Picked up by Doherty. He puts it out to center. Knocked back into the Leaf zone, where Roland picks it up. Roland over to Smith. Stolen by Anderson. He takes that into the corner. Comes loose for Black. Black puts that off the boards, and it's going to get out to center. McDonald, near side for Doherty. Doherty slides that into the Leaf zone. Goes to the far corner. Smith for the Leafs, shovels that behind the net. That's cut off by Hackinson. Comes back over to Gustafsson. Centering pass into the slot. That's chipped off the stick, goes into the far corner. Hackinson has the puck stolen by Black. It's chipped up and put out to center by Jafaris. Hackinson heads to the bench as he makes the pass to number 19, McDonald. Passed up to Gustafsson. He loses it in the Leaf zone. Rahal gets the puck up to, sorry, that was Smith getting the puck up to Wrestler. He puts that out to center. Doherty knocks it down for south side. Stretch past the right side. It's into the Leaf zone. Tip below the net. Leafs in front. Sorry, the south side in front. Centering pass. And the Leafs able to pull it off the far boards and send it down the ice. South side, number 7, Brar. Goes to the far side to Verhessen. Back to Brar on the near side. Shadowed by Bent. Comes out to center. Puck turned around. Here's Wrestler with it. Wrestler puts it off the boards. South side there first. Comes back to the Leafs blue line. Holowachuk puts that off the boards and down into the south side zone. Brar setting up around his own net. Pass to the far side to Verhessen. Chipped out to center. Caught by Holowachuk. Rahal couldn't receive it cleanly. Now Bent with the puck. Bent looking for his staff. South side got a piece of that. 2-on-1 developing back the other way. Here comes number 4 coming up the right side. Low shot. Libby with the save, but couldn't get the rebound. And South side follows the shot and puts it into the back of the net. Cats with the first goal of the game for South side with 8:07 left in the first period.
Yeah, first stoppage by Curtis in about 8 minutes, and Southside able to get their own rebound and put one past Libby to go up by 1. MLAC double minor, they're assessed for head contact, and I haven't seen Reese come back to the bench. He went to the dressing room with the trainer, so the Leafs down to 5 defensemen for now. We'll keep an eye on that.
We will certainly keep an eye out for number 5 to come back out on the ice, or at least from the locker room. Leafs trying to break out of their own zone. Baldwin gets the puck up to Rahal. Rahal tracked down in the slot, and the puck goes loose to the far corner. Lung picks it up. Can't get through the checks. Thrown out into the slot again, and Southside's going to clear that away. Whiffed on the pass. Kept in the zone by Roland. Sent down low for Baldwin. Put up the boards to the far side. Now it comes loose. Low shot kicked away by Hoodstra. Southside with it again. Send the puck out to center. Cole is going to get that for the Leafs. Spins against the boards to the far side. And the puck sent down the ice. We're going to get caught on icing. Pull the face-off back to the Leaf zone with 7:09 left in the first period.
Well, Hoodstra had to be sharp there for SSAC. I believe it was Rahal and got a shot. And Hoodstra able to kick over his power at the last second to keep that out as Rahal is looking to go low in the corner.
Good attempt. Hoodra's pretty good down low. This is at least the second time we've seen him this year. Puck on the far boards. In the Leafs zone. Smith with it. Fighting off checks. Gets it over to Goudreau. Goudreau puts up the boards. Doherty knocks it down. That's kicked away by Libby. He puts that off the glass. Picked up behind the net and battling for it. Chipped to the far corner. Picked up by Shields. Shields looking for Shoemaker. He puts that back to Shields. Shields picks up the puck. Puts it right into number 14, Gustafsson. Followed up by Shields. And he ends up with the puck, gets it over to Canal. Canal with it. Left side for Smith. Smith has room, gets to the blue line, fires it on net. Easy save for Hystra. He kicks that to the far corner. McDonald moves the puck up to Chechmuch. Pass to the near side. Anderson trying to skate onto it. Goudreau for the Leafs beat him there first, and he put it right into the south side bench, and we'll get a stop with 5:53 left in the first.
So shots on goal, now 7-5 in favor of your Leafs after that 4-minute power play. Leafs just trying to generate something to counter SSAC. Has sort of been back and forth now, Curtis, since SSAC pushed back after maybe getting a little bit of momentum off that penalty kill.
Leafs still trying to pull the momentum back in their favor. Right now the puck is in their own zone. Kept in at the right point, sent into the far corner. Pearson throws that around to the far side. Picked up by Verhessen, thrown towards the slot. Doesn't quite make it there. Off the backside, number 3, Foskers. Leafs take the puck, dump it into the south side zone. South side, put it up the near side, thrown out in the slot, and Fayad couldn't quite keep up to it. South side gets that, throws it down the ice. Wrestler out, over to Holowachuk, skips past him. Number 9 picks Pearson, picks up the puck for south side. Almgren knocked down by Black. Here comes Fayad. Fayad tried to feed that back to Black. That is chipped off, goes to the far corner. Fayad doing a great battle down there. Keeps the puck down low. Now it comes loose, outside with it. Bent steps into his man. Kept in the line by Roland. Thrown on net. Hoodstra steers that aside. Bent with it. Throws it off the boards. Picked off by south side. They're going to pick that up in the far corner. Number 3, Boskers puts that out to center. That's stopped by Smith. Smith dumps that back into the south side zone. McLean puts it to the wide side of the ice for Almgren. Almgren puts that behind the net for...
Doesn't work. Atkinson's going to move that to the SSAC if it's worked out to the point. Fire back in low and a rebound. Bounced by an SSAC player. And he deposits that behind Livy to make it 2-0. So SSAC going low to high. Low shot from the point. Gets through to Livy. And SSAC forward there to drag it around the right pad of Livy and deposit in the net.
Yeah, I think it was a big, juicy rebound there, and Southside was just hungrier to the puck.
Yeah, just a free SSAC forward able to gather up that rebound, Curtis, and put it in.
Puck comes out to center. Wild's going to take that for Southside. That is upset by Hollowell-Chuck, but Wild turns around, gets the puck back, keeps it in the Leaf zone. Put up the far boards. Wrestler puts it out to center. Picked up by McDonald. Past the near side to Katz. That's chipped out to the neutral zone. Schmidt gets that. Comes back to the Leaf side. Smith throws that off the boards, gets that out to the neutral zone. Now at the far side, Hollowell-Chuck over to Wrestler. Wrestler is going to carry that across center and put that deep into the south side zone. Go for a change. South side coming up the near side. Jeffers cuts that off at center and dumps that into the south side zone. Pass to the near side. Black breaks that up. South side chips that into the Leaf zone. Taken away by Cole. Cole trying to rush it up the near side. Gets the puck over to Black. Black. There's a shot over Hoystraw. Oh, and the rebound, and they put it off the outside of the net. Comes back to it. Battle for it on the near boards. Comes loose. Bodin's going to carry that into the... So, great save by Livy. Comes off the edge, and Livy has that bounce underneath him. And the Leafs can't get to it. It's sitting in the crease and ends up in the back of the net. Tough one there, Nathan. Livy made the save, but Southside once again attacking that rebound.
Yeah, I thought there could have been a penalty just in the neutral zone drawn by Cole. Cole was pulled down, no penalty on the plate. But anyway, we go continue on 5-on-5, and the puck's just... Livy makes the initial stop. It's hit below the goal line, and the SSAC forward able to get it back, shovel it back out in front. And once again, the SSAC player able to find it, get it past get it past the sprawl Libby.
Battle for it at center. Heston picks it up for the south side. Puts it up the near side. Long's going to find that. Gets the puck over to Bedouin. Jaffers on the back check. Takes the puck away. Tried to put it up the boards. That's knocked down by south side. Have it down low. Now it's swept over to the far side by Roland. Jaffers chasing number 7 below the goal line. Check stands up. Puts the attack on. Bayad, what a hustle there. Bayad trying to jump it in front, and he loses control. South side on the back check takes it away. Put it off the glass and down into the Leaf zone. Smith back to play it. Here's Smith. Steals it from the south side player. He's going to wheel it out of the zone. Coming up the right side. He's going to take that into the corner. Absorb the hit. Puck goes loose. It's in the corner. South side to it first. Put it out to center. All back, but Church steals it. Long shot. Missed it on the near side. Ends up in the near corner. South side trying to put that up high. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Comes to the point. Chipped in front. Libby makes the save. Rebound behind the net. Now it's pulled out by the south side. Carries that into the corner. Put back to the point. Walking it down is Almgren. His shot deflected over to the near corner. Canal goes back, trying to line it up. Over to Gaudreau. Centering pass by Shoemaker out to Shields. Anderson lost the puck to Smith. Smith gets across center and dumps that deep far side in the south side zone. Full chain. South side pulls up the puck. Saff steals it back. Finds some open ice on the near side. Has a roll off his stick. Saff still trying to dance to the middle. Taken away by south side Pearson. Takes that down into the corner. Here's Gaudreau with it. Over to Baldwin. Baldwin up to Rahal. Nice pass out. Leaves rushing into the zone. Here's Cole coming up the left side, and we have an offside call with 14:04 left in the second period.
Yeah, it's tough. That was going to be an odd man rush coming into the offensive zone for the Leafs. Ball's stay at 3-on-2, and they go offside. SSAC really pushing back here in the second. Curtis scored 2 goals just off of trying to control the play in the Leaf zone here. So.
Puck now in the south side zone. Atkinson moves that to the outside, kept in by Roland. South side gets it back. Oh, Rahal on the back check, takes it away. Baldwin tips that in the south side zone. South side coming over the near side. Springs Boskers loose. Boskers with space on the right side. Coming back for it was Cole. Great hustle back. Comes out into the slot. Block shot. Comes back to the point. There's a shot now. Livy with the save. He drops down. Covers it up, and we'll get a whistle with 13:23 left in the second period.
Great job by Cole just to put his head down and catch up with Boskers, who has got the stretch pass right by the SSAC bench and thought he was home free, but Cole had other plans. Great job back checking to catch up to him.
Yep, Boskers had a little trouble handling it, and Cole putting on the Jets. Good effort there to come back on the play. Southside wins the face-off in the offensive zone. That shot knocked down by Smith. He had his stick lifted, turns around, gets the puck back, throws it into the far corner. Wrestler absorbs a hit, comes back to the point for Southside. There's a high shot, rolls off the glass. Here's Canal. He's going to go behind his own net to reset. Passes it off to Smith. Smith takes that into the boards. We'll battle for it there. Now it comes loose. Here's Southside moving down low. 18 comes in and just pockets that home, putting it over the shoulder of the Leafs goaltender. 4-0 Southside.
That was a good shot by the SSAC player. Go short side upstairs on Libby. Just come out of the corner, and you have to elevate that to make a difference there.
The beauty of a shot. Looks like we're going to get a goalie change here. Nearly halfway through the game, and Enzo Anders into the game for an.
We're going to get a timeout here as well, Curtis. The Leafs going to call a timeout here and try to get a reset after a good first period where it was 1-0. Like I said, SSAC came out and really controlled the first 5 minutes of that second period.
Yep.
I don't know what they were told in the dressing room, but obviously it was. It might not have been. It might have been a very clear message to come out and take it to the Leafs, right, and up the tempo another notch.
Yeah, it looks like Southside responded. Leafs still trying to find their legs, find their energy in this game.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, Curtis, I thought the first period the Leafs did have a lot of energy, did have a lot of intensity. Right now, it's just carrying that through, right, and carrying that through and keeping that effort, even once SSAC, got that second goal.
Southside wins the face-off. They toss the puck down the ice. We'll have an icing call. This one with 12:49 left in the second period. Yeah, I think the Leafs just need a little bit of a jump, a little bit of a bounce to go their way, start building off of it.
Yeah, a lot of that comes, Curtis, from just getting the pucks to the net through traffic. Just get the shot to the net. Look through the rebound. You get a shot, you might get a good break, right?
Bowden coming down the right side into the Leaf zone. Anders with the save. Puck steered away to the far corner. Comes loose. Chip down low. Still below the goal line on the far side. Jafaris picks it up. Tipped against the boards. Black just going to send that down the ice and take the icing call and get the line change with 12:20 left in the second period.
Anders comes in here with 7 minutes gone in the second period. He's, as a goalie coming in cold, you're going to want to feel the puck, get into the game. Coach Bricks called the timeout, give him a few minutes to stretch, try to get himself set. But it's difficult coming off the bench and into a game like this.
Block shot in the lane. Leafs move the puck to the outside. Southside gets it back. One of the leading scorers on the team, Sikanowski, wheels that in front. Point blank shot by Bowden. And Anders makes the stop there.
Yeah, I think the other thing, Curtis, is just, sometimes it's a message to the team, hey, we're in a 1-0 game at the end of 20 minutes, playing well, and, it's in some ways, it's not fair to Libby to, they put in 3 goals in quick succession, right? So,
right.
It can sometimes be a wake-up call to a team.
That's right.
Change the goaltender.
Yeah, just because the goalie's coming out doesn't mean the play was because of the goaltender. Face off, won by Southside. They take a shot from the point. Anders gets the stick on that, sends that over to the near boards. Directed towards the net. That's knocked down by Roland. He sweeps to the far side. Shoemaker, quick pass out, tipped into the neutral zone. Canal trying to pressure McLean. Pass over to Aldengren. Anderson takes that up the left side and into the Leaf zone. Southside trying to drive the slot. That is going to be put over to the near boards. Thrown up high. Southside backhands that. Anders with the save. Still working on it. Oh, they're going to say it went in. Anders just came off his post a little bit, and they tucked it around the inside and put it home.
So I think a scramble there after the initial shot, Curtis, and the puck still loose, doesn't get cleared into the corner, and SSAC player able to, I don't know if he was able to tuck it behind Anders or bank it off him.
Here come the Leafs in the Southside zone. Saf Puts up the middle for Gaudreau, takes a shot right on to the goaltender. Still loose, and now they're going to blow it down. White's tried to really reach out to draw that in. Rebound was right there, but he was able to contain it.
Well, Brian, great job there by Rahal to gain entry, button hook back, gain separation, kick it back out to Gaudreau, and a shot. And what we have a rebound right there. Easter gives up a rebound, but was able to control for a whistle.
Face off in the south side zone. They win it. Trying to move it around the far side. Leafs cut that off. Gaudreau doing great work against the far boards. South side now able to tip it out. Baldwin knocks that down off the boards for Sapp. Dumps that into the south side zone. Back for it is Boskers. He moves around to the near side. Smith puts that up the boards for Rahal. Rahal sends that down low, looking for Baldwin. It skips past him. Doherty picks that up the south side. It's off his skate. Quickly cleaned up by McDonald. Put it to the far side. Gustavsson gets the puck over to Hackinson, who takes that up the left side. Hackinson walking in. Anders comes out, challenges. Puck goes right up near, lands in the crease. Now it comes clear. Taking it away is Rahal. Rahal coming up the left side. Stick chipped on the play. Comes out to center. Smith dumps that into the south side zone. Goes for a change. Hackinson tried to receive the puck. He tips it in. We're going to have an icing call. I guess Hackinson did not get contact with it. And we'll take that face-off down into the south side zone with 9:33 left in the second.
Well, I tried to make entry, and that Leafs line had been out there almost their whole shift, so prefer to see that puck go deep, Curtis, and get a fresh set of legs on the ice so you can try to force a turnover and get some zone time. But you've seen a pushback now from the Leafs.
Yeah, last couple shifts looked good. There's a shot on net, picked away. Cole turns around, fires it towards the net. It's going to skip to the far corner. Kept in the far side. Wrestler sends that down low, looking for Canal. That's going to be picked up by number 8, Verhessen. Makes the pass to Katz. Verhessen sweeps that down low for Brar. Runs into Wrestler. Roland keeps that in the far side, but south side regains composure in their own zone and flips the puck into the Leafs zone. Cole with it. Cole going against the grain. Wide side of the ice. Passed up. Canal tips that into the south side zone, but they quickly recover. Bent trying to come up the near side. Puck comes loose. McGolvery throws that to the left side to number 7, Brar. Dumps that into the Leafs zone. Cole picks it up. Cole spins that back to Roland. Roland to Wrestler. Centering pass. That's knocked down by the south side. They run into each other. Bent gets it up the boards and out to the neutral zone. Knocked down. Wrestler almost walked off and into the south side zone, but Almgren caught him at the last second. Centering pass. Hits a man. Rolls over the near side. Bowden's going to pick that up. Rotates to the far side, back to the point. There's a shot from the point, right on Anders. And Anders is going to cover up that one. Gets the stop with 8:03 left in the second period.
Well, luckily enough, Anders was able to grab that because there was an SSAC player standing all alone in front. I will give kudos to the line of Bent, Canal, and who else was out there with him?
Wrestler. Yep.
Bent, Wrestler, and Canal. Great job taking the body on that last shift.
Arm of the ref is up. South side going to be in the box as soon as they touch it here. No, I took that. It was just a delayed offside. Puck in the south side zone. Shot on net. And Oistra is going to cover that one up rather easily and get it stopped.
So yeah, like I was saying, Bent, Wrestler, and Canal, great job on their shift. You know, taking away time and space from SSAC, forcing turnovers. You know, spend some time in the offensive zone, and that's, you know, the more pressure you put on a player, the less time he has to make a decision.
That's right. Pressure them, make them cough up their puck, make mistakes. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Oh, it's going to roll into the Leaf zone. Oh, the white truck goes back, takes it into the corner, met by south side resistance. South side has it, much. Cycles below the goal line to the far side where Smith takes him into the boards, gets help from Baldwin. South side steps out in front. Anders with the save. And the whistle goes. Anders gets up. Shoves the south side player. He didn't like what happened after the whistle there. We'll separate them and we'll get a draw near side in the Leaf zone. 7:12 left in the second period.
Shots on goal this period, Curtis, 14-4 for SSAC. So we were even after one, and they really pushed it on here.
Good pickup. Yep, quite the story there. South side starting to pepper the Leafs goaltenders. Turnover at the line. Jaffers chips that up the ice, picked up by McDonald. Bayad throws that, or pressures him. Puck comes up the center. South side can't get in the zone. Black knocks it loose. Fayad dumps that into the south side zone. Weister out to play it. Comes loose. Here's Jaffers back to the point. Goudreau to Jaffers. Jaffers walking it down in front for Fayad. Puck swept to the far side by south side. Up to Anderson. Taken away by Cole. Up the near side. McDonald gets that in the Leaf zone. Cole with it. Cole gets that out to the neutral zone and handled by Boskers. Turns around and throws that into the Leaf zone. Cole with it. Near side for Fayad. Fayad skates down the middle. Pass to the right side to Goudreau. Gets that in the zone. Here's Fayad. Throw out in front. Jaffers trying to jam that home. That's cleared away to the far side. Cleared away by Brar. Brar going up the far side. He's taking off the puck. Goudreau takes down number 14, Gustavsson. And it looks like he'll end up in the box.
We're going to get a trip, yeah. So, tripping penalty at the Leafs blue line. Good job by Fayad on that last shift to center the puck from the goal line. Scramble in front of the net with some bodies. The Leafs player, other Leafs forward, just unable to get his stick on it. But great job centering the puck into chaos, right? If it doesn't, maybe it doesn't hit your teammate's stick. It can go off a defenseman's stick or skate or anything, right? So.
That's right. Southside wins the draw in the offensive zone. They're on the power play, moving the puck around in the far corner. Turn around, 18, trying to drive the slot. Makes the inside move. That shot rises to him. I think Anders got the blocker on that, driving it above the net. Southside down low. Here's number 5 with it. Near side. Sent down low. Number 5 with it again. Trying to drive the lane. Anders got the paddle on that. Comes over the near side. South side with another shot. That's blocked out in front. And the Leafs going to clear that puck down the ice. Westra out to play it against Brar. Moves it behind the net. Shadowed by Rahal. Brar coming in the near side. Dumps it down low for Lung. Lung takes that in the corner. Tripped down by Rahal. They're going to let that one go. Lung carrying that up the left side. Looking for the pass. Put back to the point. Brar takes a shot right into Anders. Anders able to scope that one out. Hangs on with 4:30 left in the second period.
Yeah, no traffic in front, so Anders able to smother that into the Leaf logo. 46 seconds remaining on the penalty to control for tripping.
Face off far side in the Leaf zone. Southside wins it, trying to drive the net. That's swept off the stick. Roland up to Wrestler, and Wrestler spins around and throws the puck down into the south side zone. McLean back to play it for Pro Hockey Life. Throws it out in front. Hoister has that underneath his pads. And Wrestler probably gave one too many digs. He's going to end up in the box for this one.
Well, the goalie doesn't have it. He had how many times did he whack at the puck till the whistle went? So,
oh yeah, and it wasn't even covered up yet.
No, but at any rate, the ref thinks, oh, going to give Could have given him a slash, so it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 29 seconds. Great job by Wrestler to chase that defenseman, force him back out in front of the net, force a turnover. They almost scored a shorthanded goal, Curtis.
Yeah. You can still see the drive and the push and effort level from the Leafs. They're just not connecting where they need to. Go low shot. And hanging on there was Anders. Covers up the rebound with 4:06 left in the second period.
So that shot by the SSAC forward right through the legs of Roland, and Enzo Anders able to find that through the screen.
Touch much, moves it down to the corner. It's outside, puts that up high. Holmgren back to Anderson. Chipped into the corner by Roland. Outside, gets that up high. Holmgren left side. Crossing, Chechmuch tried to take a shot that misses the far post. Goudreau comes out. 1:25 left in the second. Penalty for the Leafs. Good hustle there by Goudreau. Backhand shot, just wide.
That's what happens when you have a fresh pair of legs come out of the penalty box. Curtis, Goudreau took off there. He was almost got away the breakaway.
Yeah, looked good. Touch punch, takes that in the right side into the Leaf zone. Cole pushes him down. Comes loose for Canal. Canal takes it up the near side. Can't get past McLean, who holds the line. Backhand right out of Anders. Anders gonna hang on to this one. Get a stop with 2:59 left in the second period.
Well, it's good to see Weiss back on the bench. I think he's already played a few times here. He's played in the second period, but as I look down below, Curtis, so 46 seconds remaining in the penalty.
Doherty holds that at the line, picks it up on the near side. Put down low in the corner. Sent up high. Jaffaris reads that, puts the puck down the ice. Doherty back for south side. Pass to the near side to McDonald. He goes back to the left side to Gustafsson. Takes that in the zone, loses it, driving the slot. Thrown down the ice by the Leafs D. Completing that clear was Roland. McDonald with it. Stolen. Here's a chance for Jaffaris. Jaffaris couldn't pull the trigger. He was caught before he could get the shot off. Southside coming away with it. Doherty coming to the right side. There's a shot by Boskers. Anders, shoulder save. Puck still in the zone. Leafs back to full strength. Doherty at the line. That's knocked down by the Leafs. Comes over to Asa. And Southside regains control. A lot more forecheck going on in the second period, Nathan. Southside takes the puck up the far side. Rehessen, let's take a shot. Oh, what a rip! Oh. Anders dropped down in the butterfly, and Rehessen just puts that over his shoulder. And Pro Hockey Life extends their lead to 6 with 1:29 left in the second period.
Now Smith coming out to block that, and shoulder just falling off the back foot for that shot to elevate it. .122 remaining in the second frame.
Icing called with slide. Face off one by the Leafs. Here's Weiss at the line. Couldn't keep it in. Katz knocks that out to the neutral zone. Coming up in the near side. McLean with it. Pressured by Weiss. Ruggiero sends that to the far side, kicked ahead by SF. He's going to try and carry that in the right side, tips it to himself, picks it up in the corner. Holmgren shadows him, South goes back to the corner. Over to Bent, couldn't get that in front. Asaf takes a shot, 2, still loose. And Southside's going to come out with speed up the left side. There's a shot ripped off the glass. McGillivray keeps that in for Pro Hockey Life, sends that down low. Picked up by 18 Wild in the corner. He tried to center that, that's knocked down. Lung picks it up. There's a chance for the Leafs. Baldwin tips that. Oh, on the wrong side of center. Whistle goes for icing as Baldwin couldn't catch up to the pass to himself.
Well, I think you give it to the player in the NHL. Not call that an experience, but help here.
Yep, let her do the law. That was the right call. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Here's Southside in possession with it. Turns, fires it in front. That is swept back over to the near side. Baldwin picks up the puck. Rolls it around the boards. Doherty's going to keep that in the far side. Rip that on Anders. And Anders will make one more save. And play will stop. Play will stop for the second intermission. And Southside heading into the dressing room with a 6-0 lead.
So shots on goal in the second period, 18-7 in favor of SSAC. 18 for SSAC for a two-period total of 27. And 7 for your Leafs for a two-period total of 16.
What a difference from the first period there. Southside certainly owned the second. We'll take a break here, folks. Let the Zamboni do its work. And our
to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a chain. I can feel this fire building up a little while, and when check the wire, sure enough it's live, and try to stop it but I can't. It's calling my name, 'cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. This time I'm taking what's mine, like a long lost out west outlaw out of his mind. I'm riding into town, no turning back now. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. There's an old man and a lazy boy, TV on a western, fast asleep. Gray in his hair, at least what's left, but the heart of a lion beating in his chest. And there's a little more slow in his go, a little less rock in his roll these days. But I remember him 10 feet tall and bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots. A whistle and the dog started running, a whisper and mama starts blushing, a wrench in his hand and a beer in the other. I couldn't make a man any tougher, and that S on his chest is starting to fade. But I'll always remember him that way. I used to think that he'd never get old. That kind of thing was for regular Joe. And he tries real hard to put up a fight, but I guess time is his kryptonite. 'Cause I remember him 10 feet tall and bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots. A whistle and the dog started running, a whisper and mama starts blushing, a wrench in his hand and a beer in the other. There's a little more slow in his go, a little less rock in his roll these days. But I remember him 10 feet tall and bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots, whistling the dog started running, a whisper in mama starts blushing, a wrench in his hand and a beer in the other. God couldn't make a man any tougher. You had S on his chest, starting to fade. But there's some things time can't erase, 'cause I'll always remember him that way. Small town dreams in the sack, couple acres and a porch, sweet corn out back, a job I don't mind working. I ain't getting rich, but I sure ain't hurting. If I could find a way to make you fall, I'd have it all. Got a little piece of land that my daddy passed down, looks like heaven every day about sundown, doing what I love and loving what I do, still a little bit shy of a dream come true. To hold. I got the 40 acres making me a good living. You're the missing piece I know. 2 down, 1 to go. 2 out of 3 ain't all that bad, but I'm shooting for the stars and they're shooting right back, and they're hitting your smile just right. I could hold you like this, honey, every night. Land that my daddy passed down, looks like heaven every day about sundown, doing what I love and loving what I do, still a little bit shy of a dream come true. All I need is a hand like yours to hold. I got the 40 acres making me a good living. You're the missing piece I know. 2 down, 1 to go. If I could find a way to make you fall, I'd have it all. I got a little piece of land that my daddy passed down, looks like heaven every day about sundown, doing what I love and loving what I do, still a little bit shy of a dream come true. All I need is a hand like yours to hold. Baby, you look good on the land that my daddy passed down, looks like heaven every day about sundown, doing what I love and loving what I do, still a little bit shy of a dream come true. All I need is a hand like yours to hold. I got the 40 acres making me a good living. You're the missing piece I know. 2 down, 1 to go. It's 2 down, 1 to go. devil on my shoulder shot the angel down. The black wolf with the bloodshot eyes stole the wild wolf's howl. The furnace in my soul can't burn enough to save. Callous towns keep on looking cold, but darkness finds a way. I can't walk on the water, and my kinfolk ain't no saints. I was raised in between heaven and hell. Hell broke through them gates, and I try and try like a lost all might. Claw to the king's castle at night. The master whistles at the break of day. When darkness finds a way, finds a way. Can't see the road less traveled.
A fresh sheet of ice for this final 20 minutes of action from the Terwillegar Rec Center, the arena in Edmonton, Alberta tonight. Landmark Leafs trailing by 6 here to SSAC. Go Hockey Light. Shots on goal after 40 minutes favor SSAC 29-17. Just letting the ice freeze a little bit more here as the officials blow the whistle to get things underway.
Here we go.
I'd just like to see Amazon come out and win this period, Curtis.
Great.
Don't worry about the score. Right, just win this period and build off it after next week.
Build off the good work. See if we can end this game well. Leafs win the face-off. They throw it up the near side and into the south side zone. Get it behind the net. Here's a chance for SSAC. He's going to throw that to Rahal in the far corner. Rahal trying to paddle it off the boards. Comes loose for SSAC. There's a shot. And John makes the save. In front again. And Asif couldn't pocket that home. South side. In transition, they're coming out of the zone. Here's Tom Long. Carries it up the left side. Left for Sikowski. Back to Lung. Takes that into the corner. Bent chips that off his stick. Sikowski's going to pick that up. Passed off to Bowden. Houston Bowden's going to carry that to the right side. His shot chipped off to the far corner. Sikowski gets that back to the point. Doherty sends that around the wall, rolls up to the near side for Almgren. Centering pass by Sikowski, read by Asaf, and he's going to backhand that out to the neutral zone. Puck rolls to the south side of the net. Where Doherty picks it up. Bent chips that into the corner. Almgren there first, reverses it back to Doherty on the near side. Up to Pearson. Pearson gets that up center. Bounces over to Bent. Bent quickly to Smith. Smith to Canal. He's checked at center. Puck back in the Leaf zone. Roland picks it up. He's knocked down. Puck given up to number 16. Touchmuch. Touchmuch takes that into the corner. Circles to the far side. Driving her up. Put her around on Anders. He had that closed. Puck still available. Touchmuch. He's bumped off the puck. There's Shoemaker with it. Shoemaker gets it to Canal. Pops off his stick. Taken away by McDonald. Carries it up the right side. Puts it deep into the Leaf zone. Fed to the slot. Leafs read that. Put to the outside by Shields. His pass knocked down. Touchmuch in front. Looking for Pearson. That comes back to the point. Knocked down in front by Smith. Smith tips that to the neutral ice where Doherty crosses over and picks it up. Doherty evades some checks. Comes into the zone. Hakonish kicks that down against the boards. Comes loose for Touchmuch. Touchmuch carries it down low. Anders backs into the goal, and it's going to come off. We'll have a whistle with 17:20 left in the third.
Well, I think you might get away with that once a period, Curtis. A timely goalpost off for a whistle.
Yeah, kick it off.
By Anders. So the Leafs, like the first shift, they got a couple good chances, some scrambles in the front of the net. Try to create some offense there, and then SSAC is pushed back again here.
Yeah. Good battle to start. It's outside in the Leaf zone right now. Puck put to the outside. Hakonish puts that in front. Black tips that away. Hakonish puts that back down low. Or Hackinson. Put up near side. Here's Jafaris. Gets that out to the neutral zone. Brar takes that away. Brar goes to the right side. Hackinson. His shot blocked. Goes to the far side and south side. Looks like they're going to end up having a draw in the offensive zone. The Leafs net was kicked off again, so play stopped with 16:36 left in the third.
Yeah, the metal pegs that are in most arenas, outside of NHL rinks are the old metal ones, Curtis, and they don't hold on well. And after goalie slid across and knocked it off once, it takes a piece out of the ice and chip away at that, so it becomes more common. But
yeah,
that was on purpose. I think the other one was strategic.
Yeah. The pegs are junk at the city arenas. Camrose had good pegs. They had solid ones there. Brasson goes back to his own zone to pick up the puck for south side. Pressured by Wrestler. Comes loose. Baldwin's shot is blocked. Puck cleared down the ice. Weiss back for it. Drops that for Gaudreau. Gaudreau reverses. Carries it up the far side. Wrestler. His pass. Hits a man. Verhessen picks that up at center. Dumps that in the Leaf zone. Anders sets it up for Gaudreau. Gaudreau outside for Wrestler. Comes off the backside of Baldwin. Baldwin tips it up to himself. Right side for Shoemaker. And he gently puts that in the south side zone. South side coming quickly up the far side. Katz dumps that into the Leaf zone. Leafs get it back. Asif on the near side. Almgren takes that way, takes a shot. Now it's tipped out to center. Bent loosens up. Asif into the zone with speed. And rips one just inside the blue line. Easily handled by Hoekstra. And play stops. 15:25 left in the third. So Asif just came in. He saw a wall of defense, decided to just take the shot there. It's outside goaltender, able to contend with it easily. South side wins the faceoff, moved around the far side, and the Leafs pinch it in. Backhand shot right on to the south side goaltender. He elects to hang on with 15:14 left in the third.
Yeah, Hoekstra number one there, the tender for SSAC. Small in stature, Curtis. Can only be so big when you drop down the butterfly. There's a lot of room upstairs there. He's very small in stature compared to our opponents.
which is very strong down low, though. Doesn't look like we're going to be beating him glove side or down low. Leafs pick up the puck in their own zone. Asaf tips that down and into the south side zone. McLean back to play it. Asif quickly on him. Gets some help from Bent. Comes loose for Rahal. Rahal up to the point for Roland, who trips on his skates. Keeps it alive, though. Bent comes over, but Asif was behind on the play. Offside called with 4:37 left in the third.
I think that's, if there's one thing, I think that's the thing the Leafs should work on, Curtis, is just, making that pass trying to make the pass, on the strong side, on the person's forehand, and it's just getting a couple passes, especially on the breakout, right? Without that, it doesn't allow for a clean breakout, and we can struggle at times because of that, right? So.
Yep. Puck's in the south side zone right now. Touch much, picks it up on their side, throws out in front for Anderson, comes off him. Canal taken down. Shot from the right point. Anders is going to hang on to that one.
We got Canal slow to get up here, and I guess SSAC is going to head to the sin bin here. As Pearson tries to give Canal a face full of glove.
This will put the Leafs on the power play.
Yeah, I was just saying, Curtis, just making the pass, so a guy can catch it, he can make a decision. It gives you more time, right? When you catch a pass cleanly.
When you get it on the correct side. There's a shot from the right side right on Hutchstrade. He's going to hang on to that one. 13:57 left in the third.
We did see that in the first period with the Leafs moving the puck around, right? You're able to move the puck around and you get good looks on net because you're giving your teammate a good pass.
Play whistle down. We're going to redo the draw on your side in the Pro Hockey Life Zone. Here's Canal at the point. Sends that down to Shields. Up to Canal. Canal rips one right in front. Oh, Shoemaker trying to put the screen on, and it bounces off him, goes to the far boards. Cole does a great job knocking down at the line, but couldn't keep it in the zone, and it's a breakaway for South Sides. Hackinson low on Anderson into the back of the net. He goes short-handed goal for South Side. Puts them ahead 7-0.
Well, good job by Cole to knock that down, and just bad break there to have the defender able to chip it past him. And unfortunately, he makes no mistake. Thinks it goes 5-hole on Anders.
Yeah.
SSAC with a shorty.
Cole almost won that battle against the boards there. He did a great job chopping down that exit, that shot. Southside gets the puck in their own zone again and dumps it back onto Anders. Sets that up for Holowachuk. 105 left with the man advantage. Put up the far side for Wrestler. Bounces back to Holowachuk. Pass is over to Weiss. Weiss gets up to Asif. Asif dumps that and puts the hit on Katz. Southside gets the puck back. They're going to dump it down into the Leaf zone. 40 seconds to go with the man advantage. Asif receives the pass. It's off the skate of Bent. Southside dumps the puck back in the Leaf zone. Weiss with it. Up to Asif. Centering pass for Bent. Back to Asif. Broken up by Doherty. Bent gets it back. Comes over to Asif. Asif makes the inside move. Lost control of the puck. Regains it. Spins around to the near side. Dumps it deep into the south side zone. Doherty there first. Pass to the far side to number 8. Verhessen. That puck put out to center. It's outside. It's killed off their penalty. Put to the far side. Verhessen off the glass. Picked up by number 5. There's a shot. Up save, Anders. And that will stop play with 11:48 left in the third period.
Well, the beginning of that power play looked good, Curtis. MLAC's Canal able to get to the center of the ice into a shooting lane, firing through traffic. Schumacher shooting the goalie. If that doesn't hit Schumacher in front of the net, that goes in. The goalie did not react at all. So good job by MLAC to get those layers of screens in front of the net. Unfortunately, it hit Schumacher.
Yeah. Look, so you go back, see if that can. It looks like behind the play, Fayad will end up in the box as the Leafs touch up the puck. Fayad hitting.
Fayad's going off, though.
It's going straight to the dressing room.
Fayad's going right to the dressing room, though. The officials wondering why aren't you going to the penalty box?
Yeah. Looks a little banged up.
Looked like he was wincing, like it might have been his shoulder, because they both went into the boards pretty hard there. I think Jafar's going to go in and serve the penalty here for now.
So Jafaris will serve the penalty for Fayad. Is Canal going in instead? They're changing that up. And Mr. Grayson Roberts is going to head down and check on his teammate Fayad.
I didn't see exactly what happened, Curtis. I heard a big bang and then looked across the ice.
Yeah. You know, just the speed he came off the ice and straight to the dressing room and the way he was holding himself, I always worry about a collarbone with that sort of reaction. It's outside on the power play. They move the puck at the point down to the far boards and into the corner, back up the half boards to Bowden. Pressured by Rahal. Now comes up to the point again. Rahal blocks that. Pass goes to the far corner. Lung moves it up to Bowden. Bowden drops that back for Lung. Back to Bowden. Smith chips the puck into the corner. Takes his man in there. Lung in to help. Puts it back to the point. There's a shot. Tipped down in front. Doesn't make it on goal. Oh, what a backhand by Zukinski. And Anders had to be quick on that one. Fights it off with the blocker. Puck below the goal line on the far side. South side in possession. Smith blocks that pass from Bowden. Goes back against the corner again. Lung comes in to help. It's put back to the right point. Holmgren keeps it in. Sends it back to Lung. Down for Bowden. Bowden and Smith takes him into the boards. Here's Rahal with it. Hard off the glass. Back to the line, but not out. McLean keeps it in. Roland tries to move it out. Skuski comes in, and it's low and into the back of the net underneath the blocker. And the power play goal makes it 8-0.
Yeah, up to the line, but not able to get it out. And SSAC brings it back to down low and beats Anders short side on the blocker side.
Roland got a good chip out here, but Black tried playing it instead of just slapping it out of the zone. And south side quickly turned it up, went straight to the net with it, and into the back of the twine it goes.
Yeah, until that point they've done a good job to keep the puck to the outside.
At center, here's south side, bring it into the zone. Brar turns around. Touch much. Takes it in the corner. Chuck loosens that up to Asif. Asif loses the puck. Brar keeps it in. Shot sails past the goal over to the far side. Leafs get a hold of the puck. They're going to send it down the ice. Icing will be called with 9:21 left in the third period. think they did that just to get the change out there, get some fresh legs on the ice. Draw will be near side in the Leaf zone. South side wins it. Here's Wild. Lost the puck to Shoemaker. Nice pass to Canal. Canal gets around the D. Push to the outside. Canal keeps possession of it. Flips it down in the corner for Shoemaker. Shoemaker absorbs the hit. Keeps the puck. Moves it down to Wrestler. Shield, sorry. Shot in front. Canal tries to tip that. It's knocked down. Pull it up. Chuck. Oh, low on the pad. Kicked away by Hoikstra. Puck comes out to center. Hackinson to the right side to number 3. Oscar Hackinson with this shot.
Great stop.
And great stop by Anders there.
Oh, that's head contact.
That's a hike, yeah. Cole ate it behind the net. Anders with the save. Shot from the point by Doherty. Puck in the near side. Hits Shoemaker. Shoemaker with it. Looking for the pass to Canal. Can't connect with him. It'll end up being icing. And is it Cole? Cole will be heading to the dressing room now, holding his wrist. Cole banged up as he sits down on the bench.
We got hit hard behind the board. SSAC had a big line out there, and they were lowering the boom on the body checks there for that shift, Curtis.
Yeah, I think that was the high one we thought, and he came up on the head there. Refs probably just want to get out of this game. Asif tries to exit. Scott back down. Roll in. Keeps coming out, lined up at center. And that is called on the offside. He had his hands up in his head. .7:45 to go in the third period. Southside wins the draw. Here's McLean. Spins around. Pass up the right side. Southside's into the zone. Low on Anders. The rebound. Fiddled away. And there. It's in. Sorry. Lost the camera on that side. Anders makes the first save, but they followed up in the rebound. Put it into the back of the net. 9-0 for Southside. Off at center, won by the Leafs. Holowachuk puts that out the right side. Wrestler tips that into the south side zone. McLean back to play it. Stretch pass, broken up.
Heavy infraction here. I didn't see it, but the official did. It's going to be a head contact penalty.
See if the camera got it behind the play. Comes out the center.
Did you
Wrestler.
So Wrestler will sit for hopefully 2 minutes, a full 2 minutes, as SSAC goes back on the power play. Block for head contact.
Leafs win the draw, put off the outside boards. McDonald knocks it down. McDonald knocks it down twice. Tipped out in front. And Anders had to be quick with that one. Stopped the puck with 7:02 left in the third. Face off near side in the Leafs zone. Leafs win it. McDonald knocks it down. Fed in front. Anders with the save. Cleared away by Smith. Smith comes away with it now. He's going to carry it up the ice. Pass to Rahal. Rahal into the south side zone. Here comes south side. Knocked down at the line. Rahal comes back to pick up the loose puck. He clears it down the ice. South side comes over to the near side. 55 seconds left with the power play. Puck comes loose in the Leafs zone. Returned to center by Gaudreau. South side gets back. Here they come up the near side. Thrown into the slot. That's going to be cleared away by Smith. Farrar stretches that over to Anderson. Puck taken away by Smith. Throws that to the outside. McDonald with that. Followed up by Shields. Dumps that into the zone. South side breaking out of their own zone. 15 seconds left of the man advantage. Cut off at center by Gaudreau and put back into the Pro Hockey Life zone. Touch punch, picks up the puck at center. Loses it on the near boards. Back on the ice is Ressler. Puck in the corner, here's Pearson with it. Put back to the point. Given away, here's a chance for the Leafs. Asif coming up the right side. And it's fired off the glass. 2-on-1. South side puts the puck back into the Leaf zone. Rolls around the boards to the near side. Shoemaker throws that off the boards. And it rolls into the south side zone. Almgren turns that around, knocked down. Here's Asif with a shot. Off the chest of Hoidstra, cleared away. Rahal keeps it in, far side. That was into the slot, chipped down. Weiss throws it into traffic. South side gets a hold of it, throws it out to the neutral zone. Here's Rahal. Near side, picked up by Weiss. Pass back to Cole. Cole, far side. And that puck chipped out of play. And we'll have a face-off just outside of the Pro Hockey Life zone with 3:56 left in the third period.
Well, good kill by MLAC. SSAC Pro Hockey Life didn't really get set up in the offensive zone there at all. So good job.
Leafs trying to take it in the zone. All knocked down. Cole with the puck. Lines up beyond his own net. Stops. Feeds around the boards. McLean's going to pick this off for south side. Throws that in the slot. And a big shot there by Atkinson is blocked. Yeah, the ref's not calling interference, not calling in anything right now.
That was a good pick. That works in basketball, Curtis.
Yeah. There's a moving pick. You have to be stationary. Puck in the Leaf zone. Smith gets it back for his team. Wheels it up the near side. Pass to Baldwin. Skips past him. Jafaris on the ice. Dobson puts that into the zone. Smith up to Jafaris, up to Baldwin. Baldwin has it stolen by Atkinson. He walks that in the left side, walking it down low. Down low. Here's south side with it. Fired towards the net. And Durst kicked off the post again. Play stops. 2:14 left in the third period.
A good shift by the Leafs there. Some good passing, Curtis. Just trying to push here the last 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I know the game is out of reach, but at the same time, like we talked about, finish strong and go back to the drawing board before next game.
Yeah, I think they have a week and a half till their next game. It's quite a lengthy delay.
So a lot on the drawing board.
A lot on the drawing board, yeah. It's outside, keeps the puck in the zone, throw it into the slot. Here's Wild trying to find it. Couldn't get the shot off. Blocked by Rahal over to Saf. Saf puts that down low. Battle for it in that far corner. Put it into the zone. Breyer on the near side. Battle for it behind the net. Rahal picks it up. Breyer keeps it in the zone. Rahal picks it up for the Leafs. Wheels behind his own net. Bedouin takes him out of the play. It's outside with the puck again. Comes out high. Rahal couldn't catch up to it. 35 seconds to go in the game. Here's Canal.
How's that not a knee? There we go.
There we go.
Delayed. He wasn't going to call it, Curtis.
Yeah.
Throw the knee out like that. Dangerous play. I know we talked about a flat rate for reffing before. You're extending the length of the game, but you know what? That's a dangerous play to stick your knee out.
That one is there. Good hustle by Canal to get that into the zone. Looks like he paid the price for it. Leafs have that on the far side. It's outside, steals the back. Oh, shot on Anderst. Covering that up. And less than 2 seconds to go in the period. Has run it, game's over. It's outside, takes this one convincingly. I think when is the next time we're on the ice?
Final shots on goal, 38 in favor. 38 for SSAC Pro Hockey Life and 23 for your MLAC Scafom-rux Leafs.
It was even in the first period.
It was even 9 on his right.
So
SSAC came out.
Next game is going to be on the 29th at Millwoods against the Lakeland Panthers.
Lakeland Panthers. So Bonneville Cold Lakes team, the Lakeland Panthers.
Coming in for a visit.
Perfect. So they'll probably be in for, I imagine, play 2 Metro teams, and we'll be one of them. So we hope you join us then. Thanks again for tuning in tonight.
Working the camera, Peter Anderst. Color commentator, Nathan Smith. My name's Curtis Bykowski. It's been a pleasure, folks. We will